Well, hello, young historians. My name is Miss King, and I'm your history teacher today. Join in the celebration. Hey. Oh, wait a minute. We are going to get to the history. Let me turn my music down. Yes, let me tell you what we're celebrating. Today we're celebrating Cinco de Mayo. That means it's the 5th of May. And today, Mexico celebrates a battle from long ago against the French, where they defeated the French in the battle. And that battle was called the Battle of Puebla. Now, let's get started with our history lesson today. I'm so excited to be with you guys. So this is 3 through 5 History and Social Science. And today we are going to be studying, drum roll please, map skills. And right in front of you is a map. Now it is said that this is one of the first maps of Virginia. This map is a primary source. Now, there's some materials that you're going to need for today. The first material is your thinking cap. So go ahead and put on your thinking caps. Guys, ready? 1, 2, 3, think. You're also going to need some paper or something to write with and a pencil. And this is not a need, but it's a want. Do you mind giving Miss King a smile? Perfect. Your smile is so beautiful. Now, we are going to have 3 words of the day today, and they are relative location, geographic features, and region. And anytime you hear Miss King say the word region, let's tally, and then at the end of this video, we can say how many times I actually said the word region. Oops, that's the first time. Before we get into the vocabulary of our words of the day, let's watch this vocabulary video. Who loves vocabulary? I know I do. All right, let's look at this video and hopefully it's a refresher on some map skills. Let's take a look.
You know, maps are pretty cool. They can tell us what something looks like, how to get somewhere, can give us information about places and people. You know, a map is kind of like a book. You need to know how to read it, or it doesn't make sense. But it's not that hard. Just get it, yeah. People ask me, what's a map? A map is a drawing or a photograph that shows us any place from above. It's a bird's eye view that I love. You can map any place, small or huge. Here's a map of the world, and here's a map of my room. Political maps have the borders of countries. There's the US, there's Canada, trust me. Maps color countries so they're easy to see. And they have labels where the cities would be. That dot is New York, that star is DC, because our capital is Washington, DC. How did I know that capitals were stars? I looked down at the legend, it's not far. The legend, sometimes called the key, tells us what the symbols mean. See, it says a dot is a big city. A star is a capital city, now come with me. There are more symbols that I'm counting. That triangle means there's a mountain. That blue line is a river. There's a river by a mountain. Go figure. Now as you can see, a map is much smaller than the thing it represents. Yeah, holler. Oh, so New York's not really an inch from DC? Nah, it's farther than that, trust me. What's the actual distance? Check the scale, which shows how big it is for real. That's the real distance, that's the map distance, 200 miles, that's what 1 inch is. But the scale on each map is different, so check the legend when you need assistance. Physical maps show what the land is like, and the color shows us the height. So I can tell from looking at the map that this area is mountains and this is flat. Which way's north? Want me to ask Columbus? Nah, you could look at the compass rose. Yeah, that's how you know which way's north, east, southwest. Let's go. Mappy map, you know what to do with that. Taking trips, here's a tip, you can use a map. Mappy map, and the legend has your back. Here's the key, follow me, now we use a maps. Mappy map, mappy map. Taking trips, here's a tip, you can use a map. Mappy map, mappy map. Here's the key, follow me, now we're using maps. Yeah. And there are so many different kinds of maps. There are climate and weather maps that show us storms. Some show us temperature. There are road maps that show roads. There are agricultural maps that show us where different plants or animals are raised. There are military maps that show us where battles happened and where armies marched. There are historical maps that show us what people thought the world looked like. There are maps of the moon, maps that show us sports teams. A blueprint is like a map of a building. There are maps of galaxies, maps of every place in my house that I hid a pickle, maps of how to get to my secret stash of Halloween candy from 5 years ago, maps of all the cute dogs in my neighborhood, maps of all the scary dogs in my neighborhood, maps of where to find the best maps, maps of where they filmed the TV show Mutant Ant Power Squad. You know, maps.
Mappy map, mappy, mappy, mappy map. What a great video. I know one thing, Miss King only stores her pickles in one place, and that's the refrigerator. Where do you store your pickles? It can't be a secret. Let's move on to the vocabulary of the words of the day. The first vocabulary word is relative location. And relative location means using terms that show connection between two places, such as next to, near, and bordering or border. You can also use a compass rose. For example, the compass rose is north of the pictures that show next to, near, and bordering. Now let's put this word of the day into practice. Look at these two maps. This first map is a map of 1792. And this map over here is a map of 1867. Now these maps show territories and states. Oh, wait a minute. This map doesn't have territories on it, but this map does. Very interesting. Okay, so on the map of 1792, if I were to ask the question, which states and territories border Virginia, I would just have to search for the states or territories that are actually touching Virginia. And so those states or territories are North Carolina, Southwest Territory, Kentucky, Northwest Territory, Pennsylvania, and Maryland. Now it's your turn to give it a try. Which states are bordering Virginia? Which states border Virginia? Okay, well, if you said North Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia, and Maryland, then you are correct. Now, the next word of the day is geographic features. And geographic features means naturally created features of the Earth's surface. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, Miss King, I still don't understand what geographic features are. Well, don't worry. This is the perfect time to take your pencil and your sheet of paper out, because we are going to go over two things: water-related geographic features and land-related geographic features. This will be good if you could keep it, because we are going to do an activity based off of water-related features and land-related features of the 5 regions of Virginia. So here we go. So some water-related features of Virginia are lakes and rivers, a bay, that's the Chesapeake Bay, Gulfs. Wait a minute, there's no Gulf near Virginia, but it's good to know. And plus, that's the Gulf of Mexico. Happy Cinco de Mayo. And oceans. So going back to relative location, which ocean is next to Virginia? Does anybody know? If you said the Atlantic Ocean, you are correct. So now let's move on to land-related features. Some land-related features include mountains, hills, and valleys. Now, the valley is the lower part, and this is actually called a ridge towards the top. Some other land-related features are plains and plateaus. Now, a plain is just flat land. See nothing going on, you can see straight to the tree. And a plateau is actually elevated land that's flat on top. There are also islands and peninsulas that are land-related geographic features. An island is land that has water surrounding it. And a peninsula is land with water surrounding three sides. Let's continue on. I know you guys have been waiting for this word. And this word is region. And it is a specific area that has common features. Let's take a look at these two maps. This map shows the 5 regions of Virginia. And this map shows elevation in feet above sea level. So if I were to compare and contrast, I notice that this region has 0 to 100 feet above sea level. And that is the same, it looks almost the same as this region. So an elevation just simply means how tall it's going to continue to get. It goes up and up and up above sea level. And so each region is probably paired based off of its elevation, because this looks like the coastal plain region, the Piedmont. Oh, let's continue on. We're going to learn so much today. I'm so excited. So the first region that we are going to be looking for their land-related features and their water-related features is the coastal plain region. And so as we go through these 5 geographic regions, the regions will always be on this side of, which is your left, of the screen. And the map that we're going to study to figure out the land-related or the water-related features will be on your right side of the screen. For example, for the coastal plain region, land-related features, I see that this is a plain, so one of the land-related features are plains. There's also a peninsula, and down here are actually islands off of the eastern shore. And let me see if I'm right. Yes. And then, so it's peninsula, plains, a swamp. Oh, I forgot the swamp right here, and the islands. Now, some water-related features that Ms. King sees are rivers, a bay, an ocean, and a lake. And there are rivers, an ocean, a bay, a lake, and a swamp. Wait a minute, there's swamp over here. Oh, I see, because a swamp is considered wetland. You get it? Great, so we're moving on. Wait a minute, this is not a region. Oh, I know what it is. This is the fall line. It's this yellow line that you see going down. Does anybody know what that star represents? You may be able to know if you know this picture, this photograph is of. Does anybody know what that photograph is? If you said Richmond, that is correct. That is Richmond. And it seems as if it is on the yellow line. Yes, it is, because the fall line is a natural border of waterfalls. You see these waterfalls on this picture, and it actually separates the coastal plain region of Virginia from the Piedmont region, and we'll learn more about the Piedmont region next. So I know that the fall line's water features are rivers and waterfalls. So the next region of Virginia is the Piedmont region, and that's the region that we live in. The word Piedmont means land at the foot of the mountain. So Oh, wow, our maps have changed. This legend helps me to understand what's going on this map. So if we are looking for land-related features, if I look on the map and I see mountain peaks, that will probably represent mountains. And if I look on the map and I'm looking for water-related features, if I see a blue squiggly line or a blue rectangle, I know that that represents a lake, and that squiggly line represents a river. So let's look at the Piedmont region part right here on the map and try to figure out some land-related features based off of this legend. Oh, that's right. So I'm going to give you a clue. Have you ever been to Libby Hill? Well, it's a tall hill that when you look out, you can see downtown Richmond and Shockoe Bottom. It's so beautiful because the Piedmont region is full of rolling hills. Can you do that? Rolling hills. So a land-related feature of the Piedmont region is hills. Now the water-related features, if I look at the map, I see rivers and I also see Lake Anna. So those are the water-related features of Virginia. Now we are at the Blue Ridge Mountains. So your turn. What land-related features do we see along the Blue Ridge Mountains? Did you say mountains? Great, because you are correct. What about water-related features? Go all the way down. Yes, rivers and a lake. So if you said water, the water-related features are rivers and a lake, you are correct. Now we're at the Valley and Ridge region of Virginia. So go ahead and take a look at the Valley and Ridge region and try to figure out some land-related features and some water-related features of the Valley and Ridge region. What are the land-related features? If you said mountains, you got it, dude. What about the water-related features? Of course, there's so many rivers. And our last region of Virginia is the Appalachian Plateau. What land-related features do you see on this map of the Appalachian Plateau? Yes, a plateau and mountains. What about water-related features? You're right again, there are rivers. Oh my gosh, boys and girls, we've had so much fun today. You've worked so hard. And now I can tell you your mission for Thursday. So on Thursday, you're gonna go on a virtual field trip with the Virginia Trekkers. You will choose one of the regions of Virginia that you want to explore. If you need an idea of which region to explore, you can go back to the video. You can rewind the video. Take a trip with the Virginia Trekkers to that region, and as you are on the field trip, write down 5 interesting facts that you learned about that region. I don't mind if you go on other tours of other regions as well. And the last thing that you should do is write down any water features or land features that you see while you're on that field trip. Well, guys, I have enjoyed my time with you today, and I had one question. How many times did Ms. King say the word region today? Yes, you are correct. And because I had such an amazing time with you teaching and learning, I wanted to give you this certificate. And this certificate has your name on it. And it was made especially for you for trying something new. And it's signed by me, Miss King. I hope you have fun on your field trip on Thursday. Bye.